What's going on, guys? My name is Larcin. We're here at NFO Studios. I'm here with Johnny Bass. Make some fucking noise.
Thank you so much. Please. Thank you.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm amazing.
Yeah, how's Chicago treating you?
Chicago is beautiful. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What'd you do the last couple of days?
Well, yesterday,
Okay.
I had my debut performance at Metro.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Shout out Metro.
Shout out to Metro. Shout out to DJ Scary Lady Sarah. And shout out to the whole community, man. It's been nothing but beautiful there. I went to the Bean. The Bean, you know, like...
I know the Bean.
Some
people don't know about the Bean. Some people don't know about the Bean. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, New York got a Bean too now. I was like, okay.
Small.
Like,
don't be comparing our Bean to their Bean.
I'm not, when I saw it, I was like, this is some Chicago shit. I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
But yo, that was like really reminiscent to like being here when I was 12. You
Yeah.
feel me? I was here with my mom, and that was the last time I was in Chicago, and I have a picture of me underneath, like looking at my reflection.
Yeah.
So now I shot like a video in front of that with some local artists, and yeah, it was dope. So that's what I've been doing, just like on the grind since I got here.
Hell yeah. If we're on the topic, you talked about your mom. I know outside we were talking about it, and you said that your parents had a big influence in your growing up, and you said that she was touring with somebody that was like the head person that pretty much invented Afro beats. Can you speak more about that and speak more about your childhood and, you know, how you got into the position you are today?
I would say a lot of the inspiration for music came when I was like around 11 or 12, around that age. Before then, I tried rapping, and my grandmother, I overheard her saying I can't rap, and that shit crushed my heart.
It's the worst, right?
She was just like, yeah, he just can't rap. I was like, I love
Not grandma.
And she was talking shit about me to a friend on the phone. I was like, ain't that some shit? You think you got a real one? Nah, I love you, grandma.
That's great. That's great.
I love you.
Tough love.
I just like didn't try writing anymore after that. And I ended up going on tour with my mom. She was in a show called Fela. Okay. And the show is about a Nigerian musician who is the founder of Afrobeat. Okay. And yeah, from that tour, I really started to fall in love with rhythm, movement, and just set design as well. Yeah. And just like it really pushed me further into art. Like just in general, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like art was really like at the forefront every day. Yeah. And my mom homeschooled me during that tour. Okay. So a lot of the time while I was there,
traveling from cities to cities.
Yeah. I met her in France. That's where like the tour started.
That's crazy. So you've been out of the country touring with your mom from a very young age. That's insane.
Like she was like, yo, like the 7th grade can either be you at home or you with me, like on the road, experiencing
the world.
In the world. Yeah, I mean, that was really important for me to have that experience, you know. So I'm forever grateful for that. For sure. And I always give credit to a lot of the things that made me the person who I am today to that moment in my life, you know. So
do you produce your own stuff as well?
Yes.
Okay, so do you play any instruments? What type of, you know, what type of DAW do you use?
Logic.
Logic? All day?
All day.
Okay.
All day.
I'm
I felt it. I'm
like, damn. I love stone face. I love stone. Okay, yeah, FL. All right. Sure.
I looked at the other doors. I looked at FL. I don't know what the fuck going on. Yeah. I looked at Ableton. It looks like a spaceship. I looked at Pro Tools. Literally, that's all I did for Pro Tools. I didn't try to do anything because that's like studio standards, like industry standard shit. And I usually record in my room.
And you're from New York, yeah?
Yes,
New York,
City.
Okay, shout out Brooklyn.
Shout out to Best Side.
Sir.
Feel me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I got into production in 2020. Okay. That's like where a lot of things started to blossom for me as an artist. Yeah. And from there I didn't look back. Like I just started figuring out Logic, YouTube, like figuring out shit.
But you started releasing music before that, yeah?
Yes, I did.
So when did you start releasing music?
Well, first I was a part of a band.
Okay. What was the band called?
RAAA. I was a part of that band. That was like when I was in high school, sophomore year.
Yeah. What happened?
We fucking, you know, just grew separate ways, you feel me? But during that point, that was a very pivotal moment for me as an artist as well, because I performed at my first festival with that band, Afropunk. Yeah. And I had a lot of like really great moments there and like moments of growth, you know.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
But yeah, as I grew on and wanted to make more music for myself and all that, that was a whole different journey.
For sure.
And it kind of felt like being rediscovering music and what made me want to get into it in the first place.
100%. Yeah.
A lot of my musical roots also stem from poetry. It's like a lot of different, it's like a web, you know, like
For
there's
sure.
different points.
Talk about that. Let's talk about your album.
Gavstar.
Gavstar, I'm sorry. Before you came here, I listened to the whole album. What I got written down, What's Next, I really vibe with it. Because they have a very big mixture of, you know, like punk rock type stuff, but also a lot of rap. So what made you try to collide those two industries together and do your pretty much like your own style, your own vibe, you know?
For me, I've always viewed like punk and rap as like very close relatives, you know, especially like shit like NWA, like, shit, like just a lot of like, in rap there's a lot of moments where people are speaking out against something, like speaking their mind and just like speaking against the grain, and that's like the essence of punk.
For sure.
And punk is also a very Black experience just in general, and that just aligns with me as an individual. So it didn't really feel like I'm merging two different spaces. It felt like I'm just creating something that's authentic to me.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like just really good way to sonically see my mind. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And put that on the table and just like, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's always paying homage to shit from my childhood, like always.
For sure.
Whether it's movies, cinema, video games, or magazines, like it's always like stemming from that and the shit that really intrigued me as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and full circle, you know, now it comes out, you're killing it out there.
Thank you.
I've seen that you're releasing constantly every 2 years, at least an album. You got 19 singles out, I think. What can we expect next from you? Is there going to be another album in next year?
Man, I don't even know.
Like, what's going on, man?
I really like to let the creative process take form and not really speak on the creative process because I don't want to cement something and then people are like, oh, wait, you know?
You told us this, but it
that?
didn't happen.
You know? Because
Yeah,
it starts to like interrupt what's naturally flowing.
Yeah.
I feel like, so I really like to just
You gotta be like water.
Exactly.
You gotta be
Shout
like
out
water.
to Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it flow. And I'm still discovering shit myself, you know, what sounds are like speaking to me. I was in Metro after my set, and Scary Lady Sarah was playing some fire shit, like just all night. And I haven't had a moment to just like dance.
Digest it all.
Yeah, because I don't really go out to parties or anything, so like just to be able to dance to different music that I haven't heard, it's such a unique experience.
For sure.
And yeah, I would love to possibly do that shit in Berlin, see what happens, and see how my mind.
They gotta go to Poland, baby.
Yo, come on! Shout out to Poland.
Shout out to Poland. What's up?
Yeah. So like, I'm just allowing myself to travel. I can definitely say you can expect a lot of traveling and influence from that for sure, and from my ventures.
From your first album that you released, it was called "Or Forever Hold Your Peace," right?
Yeah, that was it.
To me, when I listened to it, it was a little bit different than Gavstar, right? If it seemed more, it had a little bit of Billie Eilish vibe to it. You know what I mean? Very more, you know, sonically not as you know, punk rock is very. It's at your face. It's like right there. That was very more smooth, mellow.
Very.
Once that transition came in, why did you? What is the like development from that album to the next album?
I wasn't making music strictly for myself.
Okay.
Or Forever Hold Your Peace. I was listening to a lot of outside influence and just like what people thought about my music. And a lot of my friends like don't really listen to, at the time, didn't really listen to a lot of heavy shit.
For sure.
A lot of screamo, metal. They wasn't really jacking that, to be honest. And they were like, yo, I really like when you rap. Like, people don't know that you can rap. I like when you sing. People don't know you can sing.
Yeah.
And I took that into account at the time. And I'm grateful for that experience because I think it allowed me to really develop my pen skills. You feel me? Like my
you got dialed in. You got dialed in.
It dialed me in a different way, like completely different way. So I'm extremely grateful for that moment. But I'm more grateful for Gavstar because I'm dialed in and I'm making shit that's for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Like, and that is so fulfilling to be able to connect with different people in different regions for shit that I love.
Yeah,
you know,
for
like
sure.
First, this album was already like a huge success for me. Just the day I released it.
It's
you know
crazy
what I mean?
that this album was released last year,
Yeah.
April 28th, right?
Yeah.
And you have 28 minutes on the album.
Yeah.
You know that? You know
Yeah.
that shit?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's
Crazy.
fucking insane.
That's
dude.
crazy.
April 28th, 28-minute album. I think 11 songs.
Yeah.
And, you know, you fucking killed it, man.
I
Like you're out here
appreciate
just
that.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, we see you online everywhere. You know.
Thank you.
You know, you're showing face, you're doing all this shit. So, you know, appreciate you for being here, you know?
I'm so appreciative to be in this space and every space in the future. You feel me? Like, it's just a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
Overall. The 28 is crazy.
I like,
That's
did
crazy.
you meant for that to happen, or was
But
just
you know,
like,
I was very intentional with the timestamps on certain songs.
okay,
Like the last song ends at 5 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah.
I was very intentional with that. Because I thought it was fucking cool.
Yeah,
like,
for
it's
sure.
dope. Like,
Yeah.
You know, but it's so crazy that it leads up to that. You know,
100%.
Like all the intention. It's like I feel like sometimes when you compile all your intentions, some other shit happens, and you're like, yo, I didn't even peep that. We were going this direction.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's something that aligns with you still.
For
you know?
sure.
So,
You know,
yeah. Love some numerology.
you can't make it up.
moments.
You can't make it up.
You
man.
literally can't.
So.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's see what we got here. So the song I actually fucked with for Forever Hold Your Peace was You're Done, featuring Isaiah and Cleo Reed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can you talk about that? How did that come into play? You know, give a little shout out to your people.
Yeah,
and shit.
shout out to Isaiah, that's my brother. Shout out to Cleo Reed, amazing artist. Both beautiful artists. Yeah, first of all, me and Isaiah, like, that's my guy. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
we go way back. I'm saying it like I known this nigga for like since childhood. Like he used to be my manager at my
Okay.
job.
No
And
shit. Where'd you work?
Bro, I worked at fucking, I'm not even giving them.
They don't
But
deserve
it
a
was
shout out.
Not at all. But sales associates.
Okay,
like, you
yeah.
feel me?
Some
And
bullshit.
Some bullshit. And he just happened, he happened to be there, and one day he pulled me to the office because I sucked at my job.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, what's going on? And we just ended up chopping it up. So we've been friends for like 4 years since that moment, and we didn't make any music. And we both make music, but we didn't make music together.
Together, yeah.
You know what I mean? So this was super important for us, just in general. And Cleo being there, me and Cleo also never collaborated.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a vision of having Cleo sing like opera. Yeah, the transition going into Isaiah's verse, Cleo reads there. And it was just a beautiful experience overall. The sessions were all recorded in different rooms, but with the same.
Where'd you guys record it?
I recorded at my crib. Well, I was with my mom at the time. I recorded in my room there. And Isaiah recorded it at his crib. And Cleo pulled up a whole separate day and recorded her spot. And we sent it off to Andrew at Andrew Brewery. Shout out to him.
No, this shit sound like
Yeah, it's
just
butter. Butter.
bro, y'all fucking killed that
Yeah,
shit.
that's like one of my favorite tracks in my discography for sure. And that was also a track completely produced by me.
Okay. You play any instruments?
No, like not like I mean, yeah,
Piano
no.
probably.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
I feel like I got some shit. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think it's like perfect pitch. I don't know, but there's something there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I'll hear shit and I'll be like, oh, okay, I know.
But sometimes those
Yeah.
imperfect pitches
And
make it perfect.
You know what I mean?
So
And it kind of makes me think about like wanting to learn things like full on and how that would affect the art, you know?
for sure.
Like I heard a lot of people saying music theory like destroys creativity sometimes. I've heard it before,
Yeah.
but I see how it could definitely help.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, but don't know any instruments like, really.
Yeah.
But I know my way around a lot of different things.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you need, especially
I
these
love
days.
music.
Everything's so digital. You don't really
Facts.
need that much money or, you know, even resources to get where you want from A to B, you know.
Facts.
What you got next coming up? You got anything you want to promote?
One Step Closer is the single of
That's-
my
okay.
album.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
One Step Closer is an amazing song that was almost not released. It was the last decision that was made for Golf Star. And I produced all the other songs on Popstar with the help of some live instrumentalists throughout the process. Shout out to Marika, shout out to Don Ivory, shout out to Turds as well. We worked on What's Next and 2084 together. But One Step Closer was made like prior, like 3 years before I really started working seriously on the album. And that almost didn't come out at all because it just like wasn't ready. It was made on a beat that I didn't make originally. And I wanted to take original approach to the beat. And I was like, I was very inspired by a beat that I found on YouTube. And I was like, damn, I don't want to release a beat on this project that's not produced by me. Like 10 other songs are. It just didn't feel right. And I met Don Ivory actually at Camp Flog Gnaw. And we just like ended up kicking it. And he came back to New York. And I was like, yo, bro, like, let's work on this album. So he worked on Pest Control. He worked on The Rotten Artist and One Step Closer, of course. But One Step Closer took a minute to get right. He was like, I don't even want to hear the original beat. Like, I just want to come in and just like vibe. You feel me? And I was like, yo, I just wanted to sound like some surfer shit. Like some surfer goth shit. And he was like, copy. First attempt failed. Like, we was just like...
How many times you guys...
Twice, yeah. So we went in the studio twice for it. First attempt was like, okay, like we got something, but it didn't feel right, you know? Also, it was weird, like, I don't know if you ever taken a YouTube beat and tried to get the right BPM. And it doesn't fall right
if it's like a 0.5,
exactly,
it won't tell you the exact 100%.
It will fuck you up.
No, bro.
It was one of those things. So we were recording it, like making a new beat on it completely, but it wasn't on the grid. So we had to find like a way to approach that as well. Sure. So Don Ivory, like, I'm playing Cyberpunk now. I'm like, all right, just do your thing, vibe. He's in there just jamming. I'm hearing some shit. I'm like, yo, this is sounding like the right direction. He's in there locked in. I'm like, all right, bet. So we came back in. I see he has like a really good foundation for the guitars. I'm like, we could build on this. This feels right, you know what I mean? And it didn't even fall on the grid still, but it worked, you know what I mean? It worked in a really nice way. And it felt infectious at that moment. I felt like I knew all the steps to take from that moment. So I was like, all right, bet. So we laid down the drums from there. Then Don Ivory went home. I sat with the track a bit. I started adding synths to it. That synth breakdown, when the chorus comes in, the second part of it, start adding that. And that's when I was like, yeah, this got something, you know?
We got something,
And then I started adding just different sound effects and making it more me, and just like, it just started to like unfold naturally. And then 2 days later, I performed that shit at a party. Just like, let me see what happens. And the crowd loved it. That was the only song they was vibing with at the party. Because it was like, you ever had a performance happen at a party and you're not expecting it?
100%.
It kind of feels like an interruption. Like low-key, it's like,
everybody's like, why the fuck is this guy breaking the mood of the whole thing?
Exactly. So it was low-key like that at first. Then One Step Closer came on. And people was vibing. That was the only song like they really like was vibing to, because I had like a short 10-minute, you feel me? Like in and out. So I ended on that one. And Don was in the crowd and he was like, yo, what the fuck? We just made this shit.
100%.
I'm like, bro, but you see that shit. And fast forward, we had the listening party for Gospel on April 27th of 2025. And that was the one song in the listening party. Mind you, nobody else heard any music from that album other than people who were working on it. I kept it very close to my chest because I didn't want any outside influence. I didn't want to hear nobody's thoughts, nobody's opinions.
It's like, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the raw version of myself, and no outside bullshit is going to come in and try to affect what I'm trying to put out.
Absolutely. And I was super intentional with that. It was like not showing my mom shit. I'm like, yo.
Not the mom?
Nah, my mom heard something.
Okay.
But she ain't hear it all until And when I played that track at the listening party, that was the one track people were singing at the listening party. And I was like, this is special. I felt it. I was like, yo, this is special. Because by the time the first chorus was going, but by the time it came to the second one, everybody was singing.
They already knew it.
You feel me? So I'm like, yo, like, I didn't teach nobody this shit. I was like, I felt that, you know? And that was very telling. And that was probably one of the best things I feel like I did in terms of rolling out and just like strategies. like just showing the people the music once it's fully done and you're about to release it. Like you can't go back on the release date once you. I mean, you can, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
going
but
back.
it's like people are expecting the music, and like, what are you gonna back out on your word?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
you don't want to do that.
You don't want to fucking do that. No, we don't want to do that.
Shit came out the next day. It's already out, but I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, boom. We have a plan. Let's push one step closer. And my dad actually was like, yo,
No pun intended.
come on,
Hey, shit.
Feel me?
All right, I see how you doing. I see how you doing this shit.
I love that. But yeah, my dad, I asked him, I posted a photo, and I was like, yo, bro, what song should I put on? And she was like, you fucking kidding me? Like, put one step closer behind that bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, copy.
Done.
So the next day, or I think it was 2 days later, we shot a video in front of St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Okay.
And that was the first video I shot. And I posted that and that went viral, the first video.
Yeah.
From that, I was like, oh shit, this is like, people love this, like, you know, catching on. So that was just more fuel to the fire and was just like,
we gotta go. We gotta start moving.
Like, I'm not with a label, I'm not with a huge team at all. So I'm like, yo, just push this shit, because that's what a team would do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Shove it in your face, like, it's undeniable. Here, have it.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Until you get sick of it.
Exactly.
And then when you get sick of it, you're
Exactly.
gonna still enjoy it.
Exactly. So, I've just been finding new ways to deliver the same shit, but make it cooler.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like,
For sure.
not reinventing the wheel, but, you know, swagging it up.
Hell yeah. It's the way to do it. Thank you so much. Again, let me put the fucking clapping shit on, dude.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir. Do a little. Ah! All right, tell everybody where they can find you at.
My name is Johnny Bass, JOHNNY BASED. Not Bass, Bass. You feel me?
Yeah.
God Star is my album, GOTHSTAR. Yes, I can spell. And you can find it everywhere. You feel me? Spotify, Apple, everything. Tidal, whatever the fuck you use. You can find that album everywhere. You can find me, TikTok, Johnny.bass, Instagram, Johnny.bass. It's all the same shit. YouTube. Yeah.
Go listen to One Step Closer, Star. Album is fire. Thank you so much for coming,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Appreciate you. We're here at NFO Studios. My name is Larcin. This is Johnny. Y'all have a good day. See ya.